Welcome to the LDN radio show, brought to you by the LDN Research Trust. I'm your host, Linda Elsiegood. I have an exciting lineup of guest speakers who are LDN experts in their field. We will be discussing low-dose Naltrexone and its many uses in autoimmune diseases, cancers, etc. Thank you for joining us. The LDN 2017 conference held in Portland, Oregon, 22nd to the 24th of September, was a huge success and the feedback has been excellent. If you weren't able to join us, you can purchase the 3-day live stream recordings for just $80, or the 3 days plus 15 and a half hours of recorded presentations, including all the PowerPoints, for $365. All recordings are available for 12 months. CE credits are available for NDs only. For full information, go to www.ldn2017.com. Today I'm joined by Julie and Larry has Parkinson's disease. Thank you for joining us, Julie.
Thank you.
So before we speak to Larry, I wonder if you could just give us an overview of how Larry's Parkinson's has been. How long has he had Parkinson's now?
It's hard to say. It was a gradual thing, but he was diagnosed 3 years ago. But now that I think back of things that were changing, it's been longer than that, but we didn't know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a personality change and more quiet and not emotional really, but I was taking care of my ma at the time and had a lot on my hands. So
yes.
And then he go ahead. Sorry.
It's okay.
So about 3 years he's been diagnosed.
Okay. And did they give him any medication at that time?
Yes, they went right to the carbidopa, levodopa.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also on, I can't pronounce it. It's something for the brain to relax him.
Okay.
Like a serotonin thing. And also, what's the sleep one? Melatonin.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And does he also take LDN?
We inquired about it at the neurologist, and she shut us down right away with it, said there wasn't enough clinical trials on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have an acquaintance that I've been talking to from high school. She has been diagnosed with MS. She's had it for quite a few years, and she's been taking LDN for years. And that got me to thinking that maybe it's an option for Larry. I know there's no cure for Parkinson's, but the object was to subside it as much as possible and to slow the progression down.
Mm-hmm.
So I started reading about it, and we made an appointment to see a integrative doctor who does believe in LDN, who takes it himself to prevent diseases, and that was started a year and a half ago. We still go to him, and Larry still sees a neurologist, so she knows he's on it.
Mm-hmm. From your perspective, what do you think LDN has done for Larry?
I think it's done a tremendous change in him because he's more into the conversation with the family. Before, he was not saying anything. His arm movement seems to be better. He's sleeping better at night tremendously. He was like going through a lot of yelling and arms flailing, and I was kind of getting beat up at night. And that has stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much so. And he just feels better on the whole. Our kids say it's changed him a lot. It's like seeing their dad again.
Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it? And how long did
Yes,
it
it
take before he started to notice improvements? Can you remember?
How long did it take? I would say a couple months, and it was kind of a gradual thing
Mm-hmm.
where he started, feeling better and acting like himself more. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. And did you say about a year and a
Because,
half he's been on it?
yes, he
Uh,
was actually started on the lower dose, and
mm-hmm.
we've increased it to the 4.5, which is what he's on now. So he started, I think it was 1.5. So maybe that's why we didn't see, I know it takes time for it to help,
Mm-hmm.
but everybody's different.
Yes,
That's what I've read.
exactly. So would you say that Larry's Parkinson's has progressed in that 18 months?
No,
No.
not at all.
Well, that is brilliant, isn't it? So, and you'd actually think that it's actually improved his
Yes.
Parkinson's. So,
And even the neurologist, when he goes to see, at the time he was going downtown in Chicago, to that neurologist that we started with, and he hasn't progressed at all. Every visit, it's been
amazing.
the same. But yet she tries to increase the carbidopa levodopa, and we are not doing that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you seem to have got it, should we say, under control. It sounds very promising, doesn't it?
Yes.
Certainly does.
We have since then changed neurologists to someone closer to here who knows of the integrative doctor. So they don't work together, but he accepts, more open-minded, about the LDN and that. So he knows of it, and he's, that's what we want to do. It's fine with him.
Mm-hmm.
But he also looks at Larry and says he's in the beginning stages,
right?
Which is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can halt it, that would be great, wouldn't it? I mean, with a progressive disease, yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, could I have a word with Larry now, please?
Sure. Hold on, please.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, Larry. I've just been learning from Julie your Parkinson's story. Could you tell me what it was like living with your Parkinson's before you started LDN?
Like Julie was saying, my stiff arm movements, facial expressions, not being very sociable with family and people that you've been with all your life.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And if you had to have rated your quality of life at that time on a score of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what would you have said it was?
I would say about a 5.
Mm-hmm. And what would you say it is now?
10 being the best, I would say I'm up about a 7.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's a fair comment. So, in yourself, how do you feel now as opposed to before, mentally?
I feel more at ease. Before I had a lot of anxiety towards doing stuff. I've always been in the service business, fixing things,
mm-hmm.
and I showed a lack of that. It'd be like, can I achieve this project and finish it? You know what I mean?
Yes. Are you able to do that now?
I'm better at it. That the fact that I'm more willing to take on the task. I've retired from my job. Like just about the time I got diagnosed, because I did outside physical work Plus, I was up on ladders and stuff, working 2-3 meters above the ground and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Julie was saying that your MS, since you've been on LDN, has stabilised. You haven't deteriorated any further.
Right.
Is that how you feel?
Yes. I feel a little bit better, but not where I'm gaining. I gained some, but just about staying about the same and stuff. I still get tremors a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And things like that.
Well,
my voice has improved where it doesn't fall off.
Mm-hmm. So you're feeling more like yourself, are you?
Yes.
Well, that's got to be a good thing, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's not 100%, but a marked improvement where you could tell a little bit of difference.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you have a progressive disease, to actually be able to halt that progression is just, I find it totally amazing.
Yeah.
Well, and it's good that you've changed neurologists, and
yeah,
I
mean, the one I was going to was with Northwestern, highly recommended by the Parkinson's Foundation and stuff, but still very clinical. Everything, is clinical trials. To think outside the box once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not there,
Yes. Well, that is totally amazing. You've answered all my questions. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we finish?
I just hope that I will remain the same and not progress at any kind of pace. They just announced. I don't know if you know who Jesse Jackson is.
No.
He's an African American that's been in the rights for Black people, but they just announced he had Parkinson's disease too.
Oh, right.
So, and he's up there in years.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as anything else is concerned, I do better, and
You've lost
I
it.
do. Yeah.
That happens to me quite a bit as well. Okay. Well, did Julie want to say anything else, or is she happy?
Hold on one second.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Linda.
Hi. I just wondered if you wanted to say anything else before we wrap it up.
I just think LDN is really great. It's helped him a lot, and I'm hoping for halting the progression, because they don't really give you anything else to look forward, to have hope with, other than drugs that are going to help hurt you in the end, basically.
And I think everybody who's sick, hope is everything, isn't it? Absolutely.
That's exactly
everything.
right.
Mm-hmm. So,
and we're going to fight this.
Well, exactly. And people with a positive attitude always find fear better than those that give into it. So,
right.
Well done. So let's hope that more people out there who perhaps already have Parkinson's or have just been diagnosed with Parkinson's will give LDN a try.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend it.
Well,
and sometimes you have to be your own advocate, and that's what it's all about.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly that. Well, thank you very much to both of you, Julie and
Thank
Larry.
you, Linda.
Really appreciate you sharing your story with us. And I'm sure that will be highly inspirational for other people.
Yes. And I hope it helps other people. That's the object here.
Thank you.
So.
LDN 2017 conference held in Portland, Oregon, 22nd to the 24th of September, was a huge success and the feedback has been excellent. If you weren't able to join us, you can purchase the 3-day live stream recordings for just $80, or the 3 days plus 15.5 hours of recorded presentations, including all the PowerPoints, for $365. All recordings are available for 12 months. CE credits are available for NDs only. For full information, go to www.ldn2017.com.
So happy to be here. It's our second year here. The information gets better and better every year.
Yes, and we've found that the conference has been wonderful to be surrounded by these thought provokers, and we're taking information home that we could immediately implement on Monday.
Brings us into the future, into a very helpful therapy for Lyme disease and other infections, inflammation.
Such an incredibly diverse range of scientists from all different professions that are all focused on one thing, which is helping LDN help the maximum number of people possible.
Phenomenal doctors giving some tremendous speeches.
It's my first year at the LDN conference. It's fantastic, and we're definitely going to be back again next year.
Great conference, learned so much, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so far, day one, it's amazing. Number one, the networking, meeting people that are like-minded and really wanting to learn.
So it's extremely interesting and clinically useful that you can get down to using LDN and other immune modulating treatments for so many illnesses. And I guarantee it will be clinically useful in your practice.
It's exciting to be here, interacting with people like-minded, open-minded, and what I call big brains. So they are fun to deal with.
What I found really interesting about the conference is the interest in the actual scientific principles of some of the conditions which respond to low-dose naltrexone.
So there's some people here who are just incredible in their field, helping with pain, autoimmunity, and they've personally helped me a lot. So that's why I'm excited to be here.
I feel that this conference has given me confidence in writing more, the LDN, with more guidance from thought leaders.
And I flew all the way out to Portland to come to this LDN conference, and it has just been great.
And so it's just really fun to be around peers and colleagues and patients doing it.
The LDN 2017 conference held in Portland, Oregon, 22nd to the 24th of September, was a huge success and the feedback has been excellent. If you weren't able to join us, you can purchase the 3-day live stream recordings for just $80, or the 3 days plus 15.5 hours of recorded presentations, including all the PowerPoints, for $365. All recordings are available for 12 months. CE credits are available for NDs only. For full information, go to www.ldn2017.com. Any questions or comments you may have, please email me, Linda, Linda, at ldnrt.org. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for joining us today. We really appreciated your company. Until next time, stay safe and keep well.